My name is Andries Botha. I'm the pastor here from Midpoint Church, Perth, and we greet you all the way here from Perth, Australia. And I want to take a time to celebrate the life of a good friend, spiritual father, covering Dr. Jimmy Crompton, whom I knew for almost 40 years. I will never forget our first connection was when he was examinator of evolution theory, and he asked a question that I couldn't find in a curriculum, and I made a remark to say this is an unfair question, can't find it in a curriculum. So my pastor told me, he said, Dr. Jimmy is going to fail you because he thinks you're arrogant. You better make sure you contact him. So I contacted Pastor Jimmy and I said, listen, I apologize. I couldn't find this question in my curriculum. So he mentioned there was a comic booklet, and that question came from that comic booklet, which I didn't have. So he accepted my apology, and we laughed afterwards about it, that questions come from comic books. And eventually he gave me a good mark. And since then, we knew each other. I will never forget when my wife and I, Pietro, got married. We want to have children. My wife couldn't get pregnant. Pastor Jimmy was the one to pray for her. And within the same month, she got pregnant. Then our eldest daughter, Catherine, couldn't get pregnant. And he prayed for Catherine. She got pregnant. And then Pastor Jimmy said, you better learn how to pray for yourself. I don't think I will live long enough for a third generation. Well, I will never forget that. That was part of our great journey and connection. Something came up in my mind. One day, he preached for us at Charis Christian Church in Pretoria. Pastor Dempy was the senior pastor, and Pastor Jimmy, on his way to Pretoria on the plane, he got a new revelation. And he made some notes, and he wanted to preach the Sunday morning on this new revelation. When they left the house of Pastor Damon to church, he forgot his notes in his room. So they had to drive all the way back to Pastor Damon's house to find his notes. In the meanwhile, we have to extend the praise and worship to give Pastor Jimmy a chance to get his notes, because this is a new revelation. They came back to find out, before they left the house, he drank some water and he forgot his notes right there in the kitchen again. And they arrived the second time at church without the notes of his new revelation. So I don't have to tell you, but he had to preach his old revelation. And there was something, not anything new, that he wanted to preach. Such great experiences we had with this great man of God. We will always remember him as a man of integrity, a man of forgiveness, a man that was humble. Although he had a big ministry, he had also a big heart, but a heart that can listen to everybody. And I want to salute today Jimmy Crompton. I want to salute the next generation. I want to say thank you very much. What a faith that you accommodated such a great general of God. Until we meet again, Shalom.